Good day, folks, and welcome back to Ed's Garage at Merton Hyundai. So today, I want to go over some changes on the 2023 Kona Preferred trim. This is the first one that we've received, the Kona EV Preferred. We haven't had any Kona EV Ultimates come in yet, so we're going to start with this one and go from there. So there are not a lot of changes, so I'm not going to make a very long video about all of the features and stuff like that on this vehicle like I normally do, because the 2022 is almost exactly the same. So check out the video up here, or maybe it's over here or down here. I don't know, somewhere on the screen. And if not on the screen, if I haven't figured out how to do that yet, then check the description below for the link to the 2022 Kona EV video. In any case, let's get started and I'll show you what's different about this one, and I'll cover it in detail so that you understand exactly how it all works. And first off, before I get too far into this, guys, I'm in Canada, so if you're watching this video from down in the States, things are going to be pretty similar, but a little bit different. Keep in mind, we say Hyundai a little bit differently, and so I don't want to hear a million different comments or see a million different comments about how I'm saying Hyundai wrong. But anyway, let's talk about the differences on this vehicle. So first off, first difference is on the back. So the Preferred trim loses the LED tail lights. Okay, so we just have incandescent bulbs here, so no LED tail lights. And then inside the back, the other thing it loses is the cargo net. Okay, so ordinarily you would find a little baggie in here with the cargo net, and that is gone. So two features removed from the Preferred trim for 2023. However, one major feature added, and that is inside the vehicle, and that would be the 10-inch navigation screen. So we have the 10-inch infotainment screen, full built-in navigation, which is really, really nice. So keep in mind, though, don't mind that flashing there, guys. That's normal. It's just the refresh rate of the camera and the refresh rate of the screen not being compatible. So it doesn't actually do that in real life. Anyway, so keep in mind, what that does mean, though, is like other Hyundai vehicles with the built-in navigation, is you do lose out on the wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. So while you have built-in navigation and you do still have wired phone projection, you don't have the wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. All right, now if you've seen other videos of mine that have, or on vehicles that have the built-in navigation screen, then nothing here is really new. This is the same type of navigation system as all of the other Hyundai vehicles currently. There really isn't a lot of differences between this and other models of Hyundai, other than the fact, of course, that this being an EV, there's some EV stuff in the nav system. So let's cover what we have on this 10-inch navigation system. So first off, full screen navigation, which is really, really nice. Now this is a pretty easy system to use. You can use it in 2D, you can use it in 3D. I have a little button up here. You can kind of change the view. There's the 3D view. This will actually darken at night as well. Kind of goes into a night mode, and you get little stars up here, which is kind of cool. As far as putting in routes, you can use the voice recognition. So if I press the voice recognition button on the steering wheel, you can see one slight change for 2023. I got this little thing on the right-hand side here that shows you that it is listening. So let's just cancel that. All right, so we'll try the voice recognition real quick to locate an address. Find an address in British Columbia.
Please say the address in British Columbia.
31977 Keystone Avenue, Mission.
For results found, please say the line number.
Line 1.
Would you like
Yes.
guidance? The guidance will start now.
All right, so just as easily as that, you can actually set up the navigation. You notice it's coming up with a Blue Link request here. So when Blue Link's enabled, you can actually get traffic information on the nav system, which is pretty cool. Right now, it can pull some traffic through HD data, but the Blue Link system is going to work a little bit better for that. So it has the option doing it that way as well. Now, if I want to cancel the route, I can just hit the cancel button on the bottom left, or I could use the voice recognition to say cancel route. Also, if I go to the nav button here, I can actually set destinations that way, find dealerships, points of interest, that sort of thing. So pretty cool. Now, you'll notice I hit the home button. It took me to this screen. If I hit the home button again, it takes me to sort of the main home screen. And from here, so So you'll notice on the left-hand side there, I've got the clock. If I tap that, it actually opens up the clock settings. So this home screen is functional. You can actually tap different parts of it. So you can see there, the left, tapping the right sort of area here takes me into the map. If I tap the song that's playing, it takes me to the radio. Speaking of the radio, of course, you have this cool vacuum tube design here. All of your presets can show up on the same screen. You can see FM, AM, and Sirius XM satellite presets all in the same row. We have HD radio data here, which is kind of nice. So it's a little bit better quality signal, but also information about the song playing, and of course traffic and weather can come through that HD radio data as well. So if I jump over to the next home screen, I've got my EV screen here. And this shows us basically the same information as the old 8-inch screen, with the exception that, of course, this one has the built-in navigation. So it can show you sort of a visual representation of how far the car can go. We have energy information, what the current level of the battery is, how much power the vehicle is currently drawing. So this, again, is all the same as on the 8-inch screen of the 2022. So check out that video. Don't forget how long it's going to take to charge and the various different charging levels. We can actually do the charge management thing here, so we can actually set up when our next departure is, so that the car is pre-warmed or pre-cooled, not only the battery but also the interior at those times. So that's kind of nice. We go to EV settings here, and we can set up utility mode, which allows you to use all the accessories without actually having the vehicle run, and it uses the main big battery to keep the accessory battery charged. This is also where we can disable winter mode, where it's actually able to maintain the battery even when the vehicle's off, to kind of prevent the battery deterioration at lower temperatures. So yeah, all that cool stuff. So that's all in the EV screen there. Also in here, you'll notice we have access to the climate screen. So from here, you'll notice we can't actually do anything because the climate controls are all done down here, but it just shows us sort of a visual representation of what's going on with the climate control. We can enable and disable some of the climate features on the right-hand side here, including one of my favorite, activate recirculate upon windshield washer fluid use. So that's kind of nice. So that way you don't have to smell the washer fluid. With this larger screen, you also get quiet mode, so that'll shut off the front speakers and limit the rear speakers to level 7. So we got kids sleeping in the back and whatnot. There's the HD radio data, so you can see we've got traffic events and Doppler radar. It's beautiful weather right now. So that's part of the HD radio data. So that's another thing that you would not have gotten last year on the 22 Preferred. We have phone projection, which was the Apple CarPlay Android Auto, and then the voice memo is where you can actually just record your own voice to remind yourself to do something later. And then, of course, we got the Blue Link settings, notifications, and user manual if you want to scan a user manual QR code to get a digital version of it. So that's all part of the 10-inch screen, some things that you wouldn't get in the 8-inch screen on the 2022. And that's basically it. So there's really not a lot of changes for the Preferred trim. As soon as we have the Ultimate trim, I will do a quick review of changes video on that. But to be honest, I don't think there's any changes on the Ultimate at all. If you're wondering why this hasn't been redesigned yet or anything like that, you've probably read some articles about the redesigned 2023 Kona. Well, that's going to be the 2023 Kona for the rest of the world for the gas model. The redesign on the EV will probably come in 2024 for the rest of the world. And I think we're going to see the redesign for the Kona Gas and EV for 2024. So, yeah, so we're kind of a little bit behind here, unfortunately. But either way, they're still great cars. So, thank you for watching. I know it's a shorter video and I didn't cover everything. But again, if you haven't already watched my previous video on the 2022 Kona Preferred, please check it out. And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. If you have any questions, I'm always there looking through my comments to see if I can answer questions. So if I can't answer your question, I apologize, but I'll always try. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.